Okay, this is one last post on GraphSchema. So we've already seen how GraphSchema can take a GraphQL schema file and produce a running GraphQL API endpoint on top of a Dgraph database backend. And we've looked at how that works using conventions. So you can get a long way with just the conventions that GraphSchema gives you. But then you can also add your own Dgraph query translations as well. So you can also have arbitrary Dgraph queries that you define to be your, for example, GraphQL query endpoints. And then I showed you as well how you can use the Dgraph search facilities. So this one's just going to expand on that a little bit and just mention that you get all the Dgraph search facilities, not just at the top level, but you also get them embedded in the query as well. So here's a query that uses the equality search on the name at the top, at the root level of the query. So we had a hash index on the name of an author, and then as it goes through the query, when it's looking for the posts, it also does a Dgraph filter on the posts. So it has a filter here which uses Dgraph any of text search to find posts that have the word spin in them, and you can also use the usual Dgraph paging to get first, etc., etc. So this is just an example of how you can use the Dgraph search functionality throughout your query. And if we run that, we get the one post by Frank, which has the word spin in it. So there's an example of how you can get a running GraphQL API on top of a Dgraph backend. You get a whole bunch of conventions out of the box that work. Then you also get extra translations that you can provide to more complex Dgraph queries. And you also get all of the Dgraph search facilities as well. So you can use whatever indexes and search functions you want throughout your query. So you get essentially all of GraphQL plus all of the fun Dgraph search power as well. And so that's an example of the things GraphSchema can do at the moment. There's a whole lot more happening and extra features being added, but I just wanted to put a quick video and demo up here just to show you what's going on. And I'm looking to have a really solid demo out and available early in the new year. So I hope to get some feedback from you now and look forward to you using the demo when it comes out in just a couple of weeks. Okay, thank you.